Welcome back, Star Wars fans. Jonesy the Mandalorian here again with the Hyperspace Database. Today's topic, the Errant Venture. The Errant Venture was a heavily modified Imperial II class Star Destroyer, developed by Kuat Drive Yards after the Battle of Yavin, and was owned by the smuggler Booster Terrik, who used it as a smuggling base and mobile shadow port for mercenaries and other smugglers. The Errant Venture was a unique Star Destroyer with a very interesting history, mainly because of its interesting owner, Booster Terrik. Booster was a smuggler who grew up on the wrong side of the law, though it did not start out that way. Booster was an independent individual and wanted to start his own shipping business on his own terms, without anyone else's rules holding him down. This did not end up going well for him though, and through several failed businesses and mounting debts drove him to pursue less than honorable work through the smuggling trade. After many years of smuggling and ferrying illegal goods to rebels and even rumored separatists during the Clone Wars, Booster met his wife Gisela, and then had a daughter named Mirax. This led Booster to become a family man, staying on Corellia with his wife and daughter more than traveling the stars. Sadly, this peaceful life would end in tragedy, as his wife suddenly passed away and left Booster as a single parent. Not wanting Mirax to grow up alone should he be caught by the authorities, Booster took to the stars once again, this time with his daughter in tow. This went pretty well, until 2 years before the Battle of Yavin, when Booster was finally caught by Corpsec Inspector Hal Horn. Corellian security sentenced Booster to 5 years hard labor in the spice mines of Kessel for his piracy. Booster would eventually get out and return to his life of smuggling, though he found that his daughter was now grown up and mainly in charge of his smuggling operation. Booster would make up for the lost time of adventuring by teaming up with Mirax's childhood friend Wedge Antilles to combat the former director of Imperial Intelligence, Ysanne Isard, who had established a Bacta cartel on the planet Thyfera. Booster put himself in charge of the group's base of operations, which then saw a great upsurge in profits as the captured Bacta from the rebels' raids was sold from the smuggling station. The war on Bacta would become personal though, as Ysanne attacked the station with her Star Destroyers, though Booster would gain the upper hand by using gravity wells to capture the Star Destroyer Virulence. Instead of destroying the captured Star Destroyer as he had threatened to do, Booster instead brokered for the Virulence to be surrendered to him, allowing the rebels to load onto it and ambush the fleeing Imperial vessels that had retreated from the battle. Following this successful skirmish, New Republic General Aaron Kraken arrived to mop up the remaining Imp forces, and claim the spoils of war for the New Republic, which did not sit very well with Booster. The Virulence had been surrendered to Booster personally, and while the New Republic forces allowed him to win the battle, and had partial ownership of the vessel, the New Republic General was not going to allow a civilian to leave the battle with a fully armed Imperial II-class Star Destroyer. Luckily for all those involved, famous smuggler Talon Karrde was on hand to broker a deal that left all parties pleased. The Virulence was to strip most of its weapons and Karrde would sell them to the New Republic, which netted Booster and Karrde a significant payday, while Booster would then use his cut of the credits to buy out the New Republic's share of the ship and own it outright. The ship was then renamed the Errant Venture, and became a pleasure cruiser that attracted numerous thrill seekers and entertainers. The ship housed many different shops and bazaars, as well as casinos and gambling tables that were used by scoundrels and upper-class citizens as well. The ship was split into 3 different levels: Black, Blue, and Diamond, and each of those was meant for different clientele and tailored to their levels of sophistication. The Diamond level housed the luxury suites, high-stakes gambling tables, and the fancy dining areas and entertainment. The Blue level was designed for the average tourist, and featured the famous Trader's Alley, which was a cash-only trading area that took up the largest portion of the ship on that level. The Black level was for underhanded dealings and less than legal moving of goods and services, even more black market than the smuggler normally carried aboard his mobile entertainment cruiser. While business was good for a time, operating an Imperial Class II Star Destroyer was a very large-scale business and took a lot of personnel to run, and it wasn't long before Booster was seeing the ship fall into disrepair with all the numerous components to keep updated, and he was running a skeleton crew compared to what was normal for an Imp 2. The fact that the ship was pretty run down was used to great effect in a New Republic surprise attack on an Imperial shipyard many years later, and though the battle was eventually won, the fact that the Venture was falling apart did not help when it was caught in a tractor beam and pelted from all sides, though with a timely arrival from Talon Karrde, the ship was halted from being completely destroyed. In payment for his help in the mission, the New Republic fully repaired the Errant Venture, and allowed Booster his personal demand that the ship be repainted to, quote, something besides Star Destroyer white. This led to the iconic red paint job that distinguished the Star Destroyer apart from every other Star Destroyer in the galaxy, though it arguably could never be seen as anything but Booster Terrik's ship ever again. Many years passed by and the ship again participated in a galactic conflict, this time against the invading Yuuzhan Vong. Booster would secretly use the ship to run guns to the resisting Hutt clans. The ship would also be used to evacuate the Jedi Academy on Yavin 4 after the Vong attacked it, and then it served as the temporary mobile academy while the Jedi were abroad fighting the Vong. Booster was put in charge of the young Jedi students, including his grandson Valen and granddaughter Gisela, and proceeded to randomly jump around the galaxy to prevent the Vong from capturing the Jedi children. Interestingly, Ben Skywalker, the son of Luke and Mara Jade, was actually born on board the Venture. Following the end of the Vong War, the Venture again regained its status as the largest mobile gaming and shopping vessel, and served as a vacation spot for many beings in the galaxy. It was again used to aid the Jedi Order following the establishment of the Galactic Alliance in 44 ABY, in which Booster used a pretense of a Sabacc charity tournament to hold many elite citizens of Coruscant hostage. And even later he aided Luke Skywalker in his battles against the Lost Tribe of the Sith, and the Force creature known as Abeloth. The Errant Venture was a very unique ship while under the command of Booster Terrik, and served its allies well as a meeting place and mobile shadow port that allowed for shadowy dealings as well as having all kinds of different bazaars, gaming areas, and entertainment venues. Thank you guys so much for watching. Want to know more secret history and trivia about Star Wars ships, technology, alien species, and more? Be sure to check out my channel, check out my other videos, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and the bell to be notified every time I publish a new video. Be sure to select all notifications, and you can check the show out on social media for more news and channel updates. If you like what I do here, please consider heading over to my Patreon to support me there. Super special shout out to my Gold Captain level supporter Nick Sutphin. Your support is very, very, very much appreciated. Be sure to let me know in the comments too what you thought of this and just chat with me, because I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support, and we will see you in the next episode.